In 2001, ABC 10 profiled a local golfer named Cameron Champ. He was just 6 years old at the time and already impressing golfers of all ages. And we caught up with a 23-year-old Cameron last October as he made his PGA Tour debut in Napa just before he made the decision to leave Texas A&M, where he was going to school, to turn pro. Since then, the North Highlands native has been playing on the Web.com Tour, the minor league circuit for golfers. And yesterday, Cameron Champ won his first professional tournament in Utah. That secures his PGA Tour card, which means he is eligible to play among golf's biggest names on the PGA Tour next year.
It's just crazy to think about. I mean, 6-7 weeks ago, I was 70th on the money list, and then I had a good 5-6 week stretch, and now I'm here. It's just amazing. Just have my family here and be able to do this in Utah, which is where Tony's from, my agent as well. Is just kind of, I don't know if it was meant to be or whatnot, but it's just kind of crazy just to think about it. But yeah, I'm just extremely excited.
And while Cameron was extremely excited, his grandfather, Mac, was brought to tears in his North Highlands home as he watched Cameron win his first professional tournament. And ABC 10 was there, and you won't want to miss Mac's emotional reaction. Coming up at 6, hear from the man who Cameron Champ says was his biggest influence in golf.
Oh my gosh, I haven't even seen the reaction yet fully, and I'm crying. All right.
I know.
Congratulations, Cameron.
That was awesome, seeing his grandfather's perspective, too. And it seemed like he was still trying to absorb it all. Like,
what?
I'm not really sure how I went from 70th to, I just had a really good 5 weeks.
Welcome back. It's been 17 years since we first introduced you to local golf prodigy Cameron Champ. He was just 6 years old then, and over the weekend, the now 23-year-old Champ won his very first professional golf tournament in Utah. And now his grandfather, Mac, is talking to ABC 10's Lena Washington.
Grandpa, I said, what do you call me for, Cameron? So he hesitated a little bit. He said, can you take me and play 9 holes? I said, you tired? He said, no. He said, we can get a card and maybe we can play 18.
Mac Champ's laugh is just as infectious as it was in 2001.
We can't think too far ahead,
And the 77-year-old has a lot to smile about this week.
Win his first tournament.
Mac's 23-year-old grandson, Cameron Champ, who turned pro last November, just won his first professional golf tournament on the Web.com Tour in Utah.
It's a great feeling, man. I can't describe this feeling, because when I was a little boy, I used to caddy when I was 6 and 7 years old, and I couldn't play. And now I see my grandson, on national TV, and this is all over the world.
With the win, the Sacramento native earns his first PGA Tour card to play among the biggest names in golf next year, along with a $126,000 prize check, bringing his total earnings this year to nearly $250,000.
That's the first time so I'm crying to hold his dad. I bet the first thing he'd tell me, he'd go to tell me which grandma was here.
Mac remembers he and his late wife Lulu buying plastic golf clubs for Cameron when he was still a toddler.
And that's when it started, in the backyard, right back there.
From a backyard in North Highlands to Texas A&M and soon to golf's biggest stage, Mac Champ will be watching and mentoring his grandson every step of the way as he continues to make a name for himself as a pro.
It's a good example for a lot of kids. It's not where you come from, but it's where you're going, and that's you just have to keep excelling.
In Sacramento, Lena Washington, ABC 10 Sports.
Oh, I love that. It's not where you come from, but where you're going.
Right.
Isn't that so cool?
And just to maintain that relationship all these years.
These years.
And we have the video.
I know.
All the way back.
77 years old his grandfather is now. He's making grandfather proud and us proud as well.
Oh, yeah.
What a great story.